No. There we go. All right. So, I think if I check YouTube right now, people should be hearing my voice. Right? Hearing my voice. Cool. All right.
We are live.
We are good. We are ready to go. It is time for the exciting return. I realized I'm turning up the wrong thing. Oh, wait, I should wait till after this, though. I should let them see the intro before I turn up my own volume.
Those fans in the gymnasium, the gymatorium, are super stoked. And well dressed, some of them even.
Well, we have high-class fans.
Hello and welcome to AHHW F.
Everyone's favorite wrestling promotion.
With an asterisk.
With an asterisk. And for our first piece of action, coming back from the break, very exciting, the AHHW F Men's Champion, Weird Al, coming to address the fans that he's missed so dearly.
Coming out to do what he does best, and that's use those beautiful vocal cords. Rocking some new duds as well as Weird Al.
Yeah, Weird Al's got a new look. You know, it's been a while since everybody's been here in the gym. Everybody's still kind of getting their bearings. It's kind of like the first day back at camp, you know? Everybody's like, oh, hey, how was your school year? You know,
Where'd you get that shirt, Express?
Yeah.
He
We
comes
love
back
it.
with a new shirt. I think this mop top needs a haircut.
Possibly, but hey.
This actually is a haircut from last season.
Oh yeah, it is actually. Yeah, he had shorter hair last season. Those all-seeing eyes piercing through the sunglasses and looking right at me.
It confuses me sometimes on our YouTube which comments are held for review.
Let me go check that out.
Well, I just like made it okay because I was like,
Did someone say a swear?
no, Sam said Shaggy and it got held for review.
We're not ad friendly anymore. We lost our ability to get monetized. Thanks, Sam.
I just realized that it was making us wait because I had to select something. Doesn't the elementary school gymatorium really look nice? All those renovations they did?
Yeah, I got it all cleaned up with some new budget money. New turnbuckle cover pads even.
And look how excited Weird Al is to be here. Look at all this promo and stuff. Weird Al excitedly welcoming the fans back for an all-new season of AHHWF and really proudly showing off his new Casio watch. You see that, Chris?
I do. It's gleaming in the fluorescent lighting of this gymnasium.
Yes. And the fans shouting, "Gimme Shaggy," and Weird Al saying that he saw Shaggy backstage and had a nice, exciting reunion. And he said that Shaggy wanted to come out here and say that tonight's main event is a hardcore title match.
As it is every time Shaggy competes here at AHWF.
Yes, Shaggy coming out here. Shaggy is going to come out here and is going to take on a new addition to AHHWF. I don't believe he was around last season.
I don't think so.
You know, he's one of those characters that just kind of blends into the background, but he's looking to make a real name for himself this time around.
You'll really feel like you've known him for years. And speaking of feeling like you know someone for years, Weird Al's also introducing our third guest commentator tonight, the eponymous Judge Burge.
That is right. I am Judge Burge, proceeding over these here commentary tracks tonight. I'm very happy to be here. It's a great honor for everyone to have me here at AHHW apostrophe F.
Apostrophe.
That Judge Burge having a great wrestling career of their own, and that's how they got the namesake of the Judge Burge Overruled Championship.
That's, I worked, the first 30 years of my life were dedicated to wrestling. I spent my time, even outside of the ring, honing my craft, and just very happy to be here, AHHW F.
And Wild Hops in the chat talking about as long as Danny DeVito isn't Shaggy's opponent, don't worry, Danny DeVito is not in AHHWF.
I think they're thinking of the Trash Man.
Well, the Trash Man's a whole different thing. The Trash Man is not Danny DeVito. They look very similar. They're not the same person.
That's what I'm saying. I can see how you could get the two mixed up. They're both short, portly men.
Yeah. And as we've been sitting here talking on and on, Weird Al has been out there saying that they want to get things started here at HHWF. Just like they were on the first show of last season, they want to be on the first show of this season. And they are taking on a challenger. They want to have a nice exhibition match, have a little friendly competition.
In fact, his last words that he wants to start this off fresh and clean. And I guess we're going to find out what that means here in a second when we see who his opponent is.
I hope it means something cool, Chris.
I don't know how fair of an expectation that is. Would you look at that?
It is someone fresh and clean.
With a glimmering genie mouth, Mr. Clean is ready with his large earring.
That has got to be one of the cleanest mouths I've ever seen.
Is that a regulation size earring? Because that seems larger than the ones in the commercials.
Actually, yeah, that used to not be regulation size. And then we changed it. It's called the Ventura rule.
Oh, yeah, true. In the case of dangling earrings, they're legal. Is that okay with you, Judge Burge?
I thought about it. I heard you both out, and I'm going to have to rule it's A-okay. Not only, I don't think it should be an issue, but Clean just looks great. Look at him. He looks amazing.
He's sparkling.
Definitely an exciting addition to the roster, really, a lot of new people heard about the competition in AHHWF and wanted to get in on this.
I am concerned, though, I have to say, about the eyesight of the children in our audience tonight. The bald head mixed with the elementary school fluorescent lighting could be dangerous.
You see, I think he's here to clean up this entire company. He's gonna mop the floor with whoever he gets in the ring with.
Well, we have custodians already for that, so he's a little late.
I hope there aren't.
It's an elementary school. You don't just have no cleaning staff.
I hope there aren't any suds around because Mr. Clean is going to be on his way.
My favorite sud of all is Weird Al, our champion.
Making his way to the ring.
My best sud, if you
Now,
will.
I gotta say this. As a judge, I don't think that guitar is it's not regulated.
We take great care here at AHWF to make sure that because we have a lot of competitors from different universes and they have differing abilities, we make sure that they're all balanced and fair. Unlike most fighting games, we take great pleasure.
And do you know, outside of doing commentary, as a legal man, I deal with the legal issues of this company and all these different universes and companies and worlds that I have to deal with to get you all the contracts for these men. You should be thanking me.
We appreciate the work you do. And oh my God!
That is, oh my God, my eyes!
How is Weird Al going to compete with this?
50 pounds.
I think Weird Al is going to need some sunglasses.
It's something that Taz has probably said at one point in his career, but you can't wrestle it, you can't see, or the reverse of that.
Jeez, do you think Weird Al is at all prepared for something like this?
This is definitely a new. Maybe this is why Weird Al showed up with new sunglasses. Maybe those UV rays will be blocked by these new sponsored Ray-Ban shades.
Well, I know that Weird Al is a master of UHF rays. I don't know about UV rays, though. We're going to have to find out about that.
He looks a little disconcerted. Ah, shit. I wasn't prepared for a really bright opponent. Now, I will shout out for a moment, while we can still see them, while we have eyesight remaining, the new banner is hanging up on the elementary school gymnasium to promote all our great Alien Happy Hour podcast content, the chat room, the movie club, and Losing Big.
I gotta say, the white eyebrows, they don't do it for me. I'm gonna have to overrule Mr. Clean here.
Now, we commentators are supposed to be unbiased, Judge Birch. And you in particular, as a judge, definitely need to be unbiased.
Look, you know what? Wait, he just punched the ref. Come on, ref.
It was an accident.
Come on, ref. What the hell is this?
Coworker Brian occasionally gets hit.
What
by
a
mistake.
sham of a competition.
Mr. Clean making an impressive start against the champion here.
Yeah, seriously.
And that's what I don't think Weird Al is at all prepared for, facing the goddamn sun.
Well, who would be?
You know, Weird Al knows that Mr. Clean's bright. That's why he calls him Sunny all the time.
I liked Weird Al's strategy coming out the gate. If that was a reference, I didn't get it. I liked Weird Al's strategy coming out the gate of just straight up smacking Mr. Clean in the jaw, showing him who the champion is.
Weird Al ducking it.
Now he's got Mr. Clean in the corner. What's he going to do here? Oh, and he's
Mr. Clean is going to be sent into a rage. The dirty soles of those shoes, he cannot like having that on his body. Mr. Clean is a temple.
Our first cover of the new season, but not even a 2 count.
I think those white eyebrows are going to be a little gray after this match, if you know what I mean.
From the stress and the aging, or the dirt?
Both. Mr. Clean dragging Weird Al back in the middle of the ring to get a cover here.
I heard that Mr. Clean was drawn to this promotion when he heard that we had a new shiny ring. And I think this appeals to him, the new aesthetic, but he doesn't take kindly to the champion. He thinks that he should be the champion.
Well, that was actually the problem is back in the, in the previous season, we did try to hire Mr. Clean. We tried to get him out there off the indies. And he said, your ring is far too dirty. I refused to wrestle there. So it just happened to work out that the elementary school went under all these renovations, went from, roughly 2018 square foot gymnasium to 2019 square foot gymnasium. And now Mr. Clean's ready to sign up.
Well, I hope that we won't lose this promising new competitor when the ring accumulates more wear and tear.
Well, yeah, I mean, good thing Beast isn't on tonight.
That's
all
true.
I'm saying.
Or that monster of a competitor, Donald Duck. Well, I just learned today, served in the military.
Ah.
Yeah.
The Navy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Weird Al fighting back. Uh-oh, the walls of Polka.
Can you rally here?
This is one of Weird Al's
turn him over.
maneuvers.
Oh my God, he has
the walls of Polka locked in.
Well,
Mr. Clean trying to
tap out like so many others before him, and no.
Nope, and he's able to power his way out.
Mr. Clean already distinguishing himself amongst the competition here. That has defeated Kratos like 17 times. Is Mr. Clean stronger and a more intimidating presence than the God of War at this point?
Of course. Well, 100%.
The God of Floors.
I mean, Kratos, skin's so white he looks like a ghost. Mr. Clean, the clothes so white he looks like a...
1, 2... Whoa!
Mr. Clean with the victory. Oh my God!
An impressive debut.
So out
way
of
to shake
nowhere.
up the new season of AHHW. Mr. Clean, a newcomer, just pinned our champion.
What a win.
I think it was this moment that
believe
turned
it.
the tide. When Weird Al disrespected Mr. Clean by dirtying his face, Mr. Clean decided right then and there he was not going to lose. Champion or not. No one gets him dirty.
And Mr. Clean going over clean here tonight.
I gotta say, I was maybe not giving Mr. Clean a fair shake. I assumed that whatever he had just done was not going to earn him the victory, so I'm not even sure what he beat our champion with.
It was a rolling drag, I think.
We're not holding the neck there. Mr. Clean stomping the mat in frustration. Okay, no, not there.
And yep, here was where we thought Weird Al had the match won. But Mr. Clean able to power out of it.
Powerful legs. That's got to be all that mopping,
That's true.
And I guess it was a straight
Is
right
it possible that Mr. Clean beat our champion with a straight right hook?
Yeah, I think if you noticed earlier in one of those pins, Weird Al holding the neck. And I wonder if there was some sort of neck injury here. You definitely don't want to see that on the first night of AHHW.
I think you're trying to downplay how great this competitor is. That was one of the cleanest fights I've ever seen.
None of us are trying to diminish Mr. Clean, okay? He clearly came out and impressed us all here, including the viewers at home. And you know, this is not the start of the year that Weird Al would have liked, but I will say that as a commentator here in this promotion, it's exciting to see challengers this impressive.
I would go as far as to say that we are off to a clean start in 2019.
And speaking of 2019, here, arguably the superstar of 2018 here at AHHWF, X23, former two-time women's champion.
Yes. One of the only two-time champions in AHHWF history.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm not too familiar here with X23, but I've heard great things. I'm so excited to see what she can do. Let's go to the ring where she will be joining us soon. Big fan of the yellow and blue. Just love it.
And X23 looking a little troubled.
That's certainly a word for it.
Coming out here and, has some news to share. It appears that that the Crystal Gems have not returned to AHHWF. They have left with the women's tag titles.
You see, that's been something I've been having to deal with. The legal issues surrounding with this going on with the Gems has just been hell.
They've always been a menace, but this is taking it too far, even for them.
You see, and that's why I love people like women like X23. You know, she wants to bring glory back to this division.
Yeah, well, and the crowd saying it with the "we're not worthy" here. But you know, I mean, I think that there might have been something to, you know, X and Ray had a great match against the Crystal Gems at our last show, and I wonder if they were a little scared that like they could very easily lose those titles. And we all know how vain and how much Lapis loves having a title. And, you know, I could see Lapis just going, you know what, I don't need to defend it. I'm going to take that belt home, put it on my mantle, and no one has to see it again. But X23, it does appear it has an exciting announcement. Since the tag titles are gone and it takes about a year for the beltsmiths to make new belts, we have announced that there is a new women's Money in the Bank. We're going to have a match at our next big show to decide who is going to be the women's Money in the Bank holder. For those of you that are not aware, a Money in the Bank contract means that whoever owns that can at any moment cash in for a title shot.
This is the only news that can be more exciting than the fact that we will not be seeing Lapis in the near future. I cannot wait to see what competitors end up challenging for this women's Money in the Bank, and especially who's going to end up holding it when all is said and done.
Yeah, well, you know, a lot of classics returned to the gymatorium, and there's a couple great new competitors. It'll be exciting. I think we actually might have a debut coming up here next.
See, up next we have Judy Hopps versus Lola Bunny. This is a match I'm very excited for.
The first appearance of the AHHWF Women's Champion in the new year. Judy Hopps challenging a new competitor who some might say some similarities between them, but I don't see it personally.
See, Lola Bunny has been wrestling for too long. You know, obviously she spent the first so many years of her athletic career in playing basketball. But now that she's done on the court, she wants to try her, you know, her skills in the squared circle.
That's why I'm confused about people drawing comparisons between these two, because there's a big difference between a professional basketball player and a cop.
There are.
One being that I like professional basketball players.
But Judy is no normal cop.
This is true.
Shoot on the court, kids, not in the streets.
Judy is a defender of truth and justice.
Judy is a great champion as well. Judy's held the belt for several months now, and I don't see that changing anytime soon with her grit and determination.
I don't know. Lola Bunny, since she started here in wrestling, has made quite a name for herself before deciding to sign with AHHW F.
Yeah, well, and I think that, you know, if Lola does make a good impression here against Judy Hopps, that we could see Lola in that Women's Money in the Bank match.
Well, and also think, her first night in the company, think of what a win for Lola Bunny could do on her first night. And a win over Judy Hopps especially.
And especially considering what we just saw happen in the first match, you have to imagine there will be consequences for the fact that our champion was beaten by a newcomer. If that were to happen here, again, we have a whole new scene shaking up here.
I've heard it, on the Twitter sphere, there's rumblings, and Mr. Clean going to get a title shot after such a decisive victory over the champion.
It'll certainly have to be considered, because Weird Al in particular is not the kind of champion to run from someone who can beat him.
Yeah, Weird Al does love a good challenge.
These fans just love Judy Hopps.
Come to think of it, maybe our Beltsmith was running us up the wrong tree when he told us to take a whole new year to make new tag titles, because these belts we got pretty quick. I'm starting to think he may have been ripped off and led astray.
Yeah, it's probably not a good idea to get your tag or your title belts from a back alley salesman. But that's
we spent
all this money on the new arena though.
Judy Hopps waiting to see how this new competitor is going to fare, and so are all the rest of us.
And her opponent from New York,
Lola Bunny shares a Twitter account with Wint, apparently, which is interesting. Look at the intense look on Lola Bunny's face. She's not here to play around. She's had some of Michael's secret stuff, and she's ready to go.
Yeah. Well, and that's actually one of the reasons that Lola decided to come to AHHWF is we allow Michael's secret stuff.
Which is questionable.
Well, the secret, Chris, is that it's just water.
That's true. I forgot that I've seen the plot of the movie Space Jam, and so I understand the contents of that particular drink. Our fans so excited they keep standing up and sitting back down and standing up again. Always the sign of a great show.
Well, you just got to keep limber.
I got one question about Lola Bunny. Are those teeth regulation size?
I think so.
Okay. Yeah, they're look a little long to me, but my eyesight isn't best.
Lola opened up the match with a takedown and a punch to the face.
Shades of that opening contest. Like I said, our two champions faced with challenges they don't know have adopted similar strategies. Let's hope it doesn't end up the same way for Judy Hopps. I mean, let's see if it does, because I'm not biased.
They're trying to tie up, but keep
Lola kind of showing the champ that she may have the strength advantage here, pushing Lola into the corners against the ropes. Referee Brian having to step in and now throwing off the turnbuckle. Oh, but Judy able to counter.
And a huge takedown there by Judy Hopps.
I've already decided I can watch these two have like a best of 30 series. These two have great oppositional chemistry. It's also worth noting they made coworker Brian separate them twice in like the first 30 seconds of this match. So these two, they're going at it. There might be something here between these two.
Laying Lola Bunny's head into that turnbuckle. Ooh.
Lola Bunny is sick of being compared to someone else just because they both wear blue, and that might be what's fueling this intense matchup.
Lola Bunny able to reverse that.
Lola going for a bunny to bunny, but Lola able to counter it.
I would say also that Lola Bunny is maybe at an advantage here with how much tape available there would be to study for Judy Hopps. When you're watching these two counter back and forth, Lola's looks like an effort of doing her homework, whereas Judy's having to do it on the fly because we've never seen Lola compete before.
That's true. Lola, like I said, she's spent most of her career playing basketball. She's only been wrestling for a couple months now. But hopefully we're going to see a great rookie year out of her.
Judy respectfully waiting for her opponent to get her feet.
And look at how she's repaid. That dastardly Lola Bunny.
And a big enziguri there by Lola Bunny.
Smart of our champion to roll out for a breather. Discretion's the better part of valor. And as is so typical of the women's division here at AHHW F, there are no
Judy Hopps, I understand that Lola Bunny is, something that she's never really faced before, but the stairs, my God.
Yeah. Well, we said it before, and I at least, for one, will say it again, that I believe that the women's division here at AHHWF is maybe the most brutal division in all of wrestling.
Absolutely.
I cannot remember the last time we saw this kind of intensity out of Judy Hopps.
ECW who?
Whom else would use the steel stairs so much? Judy Hopps showing up some high-flying offense that made her the champion last year.
Ooh, Lola Bunny able to kick out. That
was very close, though. Very, very close. I would say the advantage is in the champion's corner right now.
What we have here, some type of armbar.
Working over the shooting arm of Lola Bunny, making sure that she won't be able to just run back to basketball.
Looks like Lola's able to get to her feet and get out of the hole. Assist. Oh my God!
Oh, wow!
Into
reverse STO into some kind of, I've never seen that hold before. Some sort of head scissor.
Oh, Judy Bunny able to get out.
I gotta say, we already covered how much Mr. Clean impresses, but Lola Bunny is making quite the name for herself on her first night here in the company.
Yeah. Two great newcomers going up against champions their first match in.
Oh my God, Lola Bunny went for a kick.
Lola Bunny missing that super kick.
Big
time rookie mistake from Lola Bunny.
Come on, you can't get on her too hard about it. It's a rookie mistake.
Well, it looks like she's taking out the frustration on herself on the champion by putting her boot in the neck of our Judy Hopps.
Going for a cover here.
Referee Brian slow to the count, though.
That could have been a 3. If Brian would have just made the count, that could have been a 3 right there.
Coworker Brian has the hardest job of all of us here at AHHWF. He gets hit like 3 times every time he shows up to work.
Once tonight.
Coworker Brian adjusting his belt instead of checking to see if Judy Hopps will submit, so making me look like a fool for defending him, but it's alright. Still like the guy, still respect him as a professional.
Judy able to slink out of that and then put a headlock on her, bro.
Nice transition.
Oh my God, here are the kicks.
Those Hops kicks.
From the hop kicks.
You can see all the fans raising their hands in hop motions. And now Judy going for a cover.
And that's
there you have it.
Judy Hopps picking up a big win. Lola Bunny, I think Lola Bunny looked great in that match.
Absolutely.
Loss aside.
Yeah, no, you can't, obviously, if you're Lola, you want to win this. But that was really one of the best debuts that we've seen here in AHHWF.
I totally agree.
Yeah, I don't necessarily approve of some of the tactics I saw Lola Bunny use, especially when she got frustrated about missing her shoulder block and resorting to some maybe in the area of cheating. But I think she was a strong enough competitor that I'm happy to have her here on the roster.
Lola really did push Judy to the limit with this. When was the last time you saw Judy Hopps utilize something like the ring steps in her offense?
That's true. Judy Hopps, although we made a kind of a statement about the women's division in general, Judy Hopps is not necessarily the same type of fighter the rest of the women are. Judy Hopps doesn't necessarily fight on the outside as much as her other competitors, but you bring up a good point that she did tonight.
New year, new Judy?
Possibly. That remains to be seen.
One thing that is for sure, she is still one of the top women's competitors in this company.
And with that kick, she proved it here tonight.
You could see just Judy out cold, or Lola out cold on that kick from Judy.
Just fantastic. Great match. Excellent entertainment here on Alien Happy Hour Wrestling. F.
Someone bring out a stretcher, damn it! Lola's fucking out.
My God, that Lola has a family.
Does Judy have like an iPod in that pocket? Is this like Baby Driver, where like whenever she's doing something, she needs the...
It's exactly like Baby Driver.
Oh, this is a match to be excited about.
My God,
Connection,
yes.
our
What?
champions, versus the Mario Bros, who we've seen them both in AHHW F. Have we seen them team up before?
If we have, it's been a while. I'm interested to see how this goes because if any of you remember, the last time we saw Mario and Luigi, they were both involved in qualifying matches to challenge for Trunks' Judge Bridge Championship, and Luigi bested Mario both times. So I think some of us are wondering if Mario would hold some resentment towards Luigi for that.
You know, I don't know
Mario
what to
wanted his
say.
old title back, but
I don't know what to say here. Is Christmas come late or is it come early? Getting a match like this, so early into the new year.
I thought you were referring to the fact that Mario and Luigi are Christmas colors.
That too, and also I love the new attire on them. They look great. I think maybe the new look will even throw off Charmander and Squirtle a little bit.
Yeah, I guess we'll have to see if these two brothers are on the same page and working selflessly together.
Two brothers versus two lovers. I can't wait.
Chris, I think now seems like a good time. What is AHHWF brought to you by?
AHHF.
It takes a little practice. I know you're not the grizzled vet that I am in the announce table.
AHHW F is brought to you tonight by Proper Pronunciation Scented Candles. That's right, the brand that cares about hard to say acronyms. And they make candles that smell good, like this one in front of us right here. They sent us one for free, like a MeUndies type deal, and I'm quite enjoying it.
Yeah, and the people at home in the chat talking about noticing Squirtle slimmed down a little bit over the break.
Yeah, the opposite of what most of us did over the holidays. Squirtle's trimmed down to a nice fighting weight.
Well, Squirtle always in the gym, never stops working.
True.
Always looking for the next step, how to stay on top of that mountain. Because, you know, once you have the titles, everyone's trying to knock you off. Squirtle not looking to get knocked down anytime soon.
Indeed, and Charmander's been working hands exclusively. Just hitting those hand exercises.
Well, Charmander's always been the...
I'm sorry.
What just happened?
I love our tag champions, but Charmander just slipped trying to hold on to those big, googly hands.
Charmander's always been the less confident one of the group.
It's true, yeah. I hope that this does not shake the confidence that Charmander built up towards the end of last year, where I think Charmander kind of overcome some of those self-doubts, but maybe a slip-up like that on this grand stage might not do them any favors in that department. And let's hope our champions don't slip up in this formidable challenge here, the Super Mario Brothers.
Definitely looking tough on their way to the ring.
Displaying some chest hair is Mario, I think.
Luigi very stoic.
Yeah. On the lookout for ghosts. They're not looking like they're here to have fun exactly like they normally are they?
No, they look like they might be some new dudes with attitude.
The energy I'm getting put off from the Super Mario Brothers is that they want to use this as an opportunity to, just like Mr. Clean, show the champion and all of us why they should be next in line.
A lot of people looking to make a name for themselves here on the first episode back. But Squirtle, you know, like I said, never taking a day off. Squirtle immediately coming out here like they never missed a beat.
And Squirrel rightly understanding that a lot of Mario's offense is based in his big, powerful legs, so immediately going to work on stretching those out. Ooh, right on that softer side of the shell.
Squirtle used headbutt, and it was fairly effective, but Mario able to come back and going right after the head. Mario's saying, Squirtle, if you want to use the head as a weapon, then I'm ready to punch you right in the head. You know, like that's how they say it, right?
That does appear to be Mario's strategy here.
Well, you know, that's how Mario has a long history of, you know, like their feuds on the indies with the Goombas, and they do like to go after the head.
Mario's hospitalized many an opponent by attacking their dome piece. Whoa, that strike from the newly ripped Squirtle, not enough to knock Mario off his feet. Maybe Squirtle, you know, didn't consider that dropping that weight would take some of their power off. All right, Charmander taking a big risk by getting on the ropes after slipping on them earlier, but it paid off with a big rocket launcher off the top rope.
Yeah, Squirtle's still able to throw Charmander.
Oh, God. Charmander embarrassing Mario like he embarrassed himself earlier. Oh, but the Mario Bros. Going tit for tat with
returning the favor.
The crowd did not like that. With the Mario Bros. Mocking our champions here, imitating their maneuvers. But they did like that, a big vertical suplex from Charmander. Charmander make the tag to Squirtle. And show them how it's done by the proper tag team. Although, now the crowd's booing again, so maybe they just don't like that move very much.
Like, same old shit.
Squirtle breaking free from Luigi. One girl loved that. It is looking...
Oh, trying to break the shell of Squirtle.
That's a risky move on Mario's part too. That shell is strong, but he is wearing those elbow pads for a reason. He came prepared. But it's looking like I was wrong. It looks like these two are not having any residual grudges against each other for the way they had to compete against each other to earn a shot at the Overruled Championship last year. Mario doesn't seem to mind at all. They're working cohesively together. I think they're maybe took the holiday break. They hugged it out over some eggnog, and they're refocused towards the tag team titles.
Well, that's what I think. That, you know, I mean, that's kind of the thing, is that they are family at the end of the day. They are brothers. And so, of course, you know, occasionally in this business, you have to compete against your brothers. You have to go, you know, toe to toe. But they know that they're both just trying to do what they can to win. It's not a personal thing.
It's true, and I actually want to shout out Wario. I appreciate that as a commentator because it's not often you see that in the wrestling business. You know, a lot of times these competitors, you know, it's often said you kind of have to be an asshole to make it in the wrestling business, and a lot of selfishness, a lot of egos, and it's hard for a lot of guys to set that aside that way, even in the case of family. So good on Mario. Not to mention that putting that stuff aside and focusing on how they can best work together, like they did in the old days, is it's looking like it's paying off. They're
yeah, well, I mean, there's been many a saga of the Super Mario Bros. You know, they've had a lot of fun time. You know, they used to drag race when they were younger. Before they got into professional wrestling, they used to drag race a lot.
It's true. And Luigi's trying to race to that number one contendership by flattening Charmander out. The vicious DDT right on his skull. Pokemon have skulls, right? They probably have bones under there.
Luigi going up top.
And a Goomba stomp off the top.
Going for the cover. Quickly coming back. Squirtle trying to get in. Squirtle able to break it up. Oh, but Luigi and Mario both going after Squirtle. Luigi and referee Brian knocked out together in the corner.
I love that Brian might not have been knocked out because he's just like absent-mindedly scratching his thigh. I think he might have just been patiently waiting for Luigi to get off of him.
Well, that's a nice thing that Brian did.
That might have been the first miscommunication we saw out of the Mario Brothers. I think Mario might have been the one that accidentally knocked Luigi into corner Brian. But it kind of got chaotic there with the Squirtle coming in to break up the pin and Mario trying to stop that from happening. A lot of bodies in motion there.
Mario trusting Luigi to kick out, didn't even try to get in the ring there. Squirtle is on the outside, so this would be a great opportunity for the Mario Bros to pick up a victory.
Look at this Charmander taking the page out of Squirtle's book. Like you said, Squirtle kind of if there had to be a leader, just in the fact that Charmander kind of looks at Squirtle set an example sometimes, and Charmander just used the same hold against Luigi that he saw Squirtle use against Mario earlier in the night.
Well, if love type's great at anything, it's communication.
But unfortunately, they can't communicate very well from opposite sides of the ring.
Oh,
Charmander's trying to get out of that corner.
Charmander swinging Fury swipes all over the place.
Taking Luigi to their side of the ring. And they can isolate him the way Luigi's attempting to isolate Charmander. So that he could not make that tag to Squirtle. Oh no, a tag to Mario as well. Here we go.
Mario coming in, but Squirtle able to sidestep it.
Squirtle with a DDT of his own.
Setting up for something here. Oh.
Mario's not going to let him have it that easy. Big clothesline from Mario. Squirtle sits right back up. Mario knocks him down. Squirtle's back up. Yes. The tenacity from our
Squirtle
tag
slow
team
to get up after that third one, though.
Mario finally did enough damage to keep him down. Oh no. Here it comes. So long, Gay Bowser.
And Judge Burge is back to look over these proceedings.
1, 2. It's on a Mario signature maneuver. Squirtle gets out in time.
Can't believe Squirtle was able to get out of that.
And Charmander that time. I'm surprised Charmander didn't come in.
Oh, there it is.
Big
Mario's
double
signature.
stomp.
Charmander can get in. That's going to be it.
Oh, and Charmander just able to break up the
Just in
pin.
time, but Mario.
Oh, no, my God.
Another one for his troubles.
Huge double stomp. He's gonna get the
and
win
back to
now.
that pin. Squirtle not trying to recover.
Squirtle able to kick out. You know he wouldn't have kicked out of that if it wasn't for Charmander.
If Charmander had not given him enough time after that initial breakup to recover, this would have been over, and the champs would have been off to a bad start for the new year.
Lovers look after lovers.
Very, very true. Pokemon loving Pokemon.
Charmander is not looking great on the outside, though, right now.
That's a
Here we go,
devastating maneuver. A lot of people have been
I think
taken
Squirtle's
out
looking
by
to finish it here.
In fact, if you remember, I think Mario might have beat the Beast with that move.
Oh, shell shocked.
Paying tribute to everyone's favorite member of the roster, Crash, with the remaster.
Oh my God, and
kicks out.
Squirtle's so close to picking up the win for his team.
Charmander back in the corner again now.
Oh, working down that arm.
Whoa.
Following through with those in the knees. Big Russian leg sweep.
I believe it's an Italian leg sweep, actually.
I think you might be right.
Mario going up top. This could be another vicious
Not
stop after he's been working over the
culturally
midsection for the last minute straight.
Oh my
630
God! 630 splash.
Oh, Charmander
Squirtle's
trusting
still.
Squirtle to kick out. My God, Charmander got in and was like, you know what? Squirtle's got this.
I believe that's what the kids call relationship goals.
Seriously, the trust that those two have in each other, it's incredible. I love it.
You always want your partner to believe in you.
Is
like
Mario
Charmander
looking
just
for
believes
another
in Squirtle.
630 here?
I don't know if Squirtle can survive another one of those. Oh, even worse than the 630. That top rope with the
Dude,
stop.
double stomp.
I think I heard
Charmander's
that
stuck on the ropes, trying to get in. Oh,
And Charmander
great.
not able to make it to the pin. Mario
Charmander
Brothers.
beside himself, frustrated with himself for not getting in sooner. But you know, that's always the downside. I think he waited just a little bit. Again, with that faith that Squirtle could do it on his own, but sometimes we can't do it on our own. We need our partners to help us out.
And Mario and Luigi, these, I guess we're calling them the Mario Bros. You know, I mean, they look like they could be a real promising team.
That's a good name he just came up with. I mean, he got something there.
Yeah.
You know, it's always disappointing to see a team like Love Head Connection go out and give their best and have it not be good enough. But some nights, you're not always the best team. And tonight, I think the Mario Bros showed they're back on track to give this title shot or this tag division a go.
Well, you know, and the best thing about Love Type is every time you knock them down, they just come back stronger. So I would not worry about Love Type one bit.
You know, a similar question we asked earlier tonight with Mr. Clean. Does this mean that the Mario Bros have jumped to the top of the list to challenge Love Type Connection for the movie club tag titles?
I would say of any team, their name is at the top of that conversation right now.
Yeah, we'll have to see if the Turtles have anything to say about that, though.
And here, I cannot wait. Folks, this is the main event of the evening of Alien Happy Hour Wrestling Federation, The Return, like the Twin Peaks, The Return. It's our losing big hardcore champion, Shaggy Rogers, versus newcomer Wario.
And just like Twin Peaks: The Return, I think this is going to have everybody talking by the end of the night.
Definitely excited to have a championship match here, our first night back. And Shaggy looking slick. Got some new duds.
That's what I'm saying. You think he took his big payday from last year and blew it all on a new suit? Because if he did that, I mean, he's looking great. He's looking sharp.
That does kind of seem like something Shaggy would do.
I've heard Shaggy has a very profitable Patreon because our fans love him. Gentleman Shaggy is here to show us that the same as 2018, 2019 is going to be the year of Shaggy.
Shaggy looking like a Scooby snack, Riley in the chat says.
Absolutely true. You cannot argue that fact. I am incredibly excited for this matchup.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the Rated R Hardcore Championship.
Well, losing big does include explicit language on occasion, so it makes sense.
Here he comes. My God, look at that man.
Shaggy specializes in fighting monsters, but Wario is a monster the likes of which even he has not scored up against before.
You could say that this man Wario right here is somewhat of an alpha monster.
See, the Mummy and Dracula are challenging opponents in their own right, but they do not use their asses as weapons the way Wario does.
Yeah, I've heard about that.
And this man's ass is like a WMD.
Wario
An ass with the power of the Big Show's right fist.
Wario terrorized the Independents with that powerful butt of his. Look at he has the scars to prove it.
Well, and you know, those scars remind Wario that the past is real, Chris.
Judge Burge, I don't know if middle fingers are allowed here in this elementary school.
I rule in favor of myself.
I gotta say, Wario also a master psychologist. Look at the effect this entrance is having on, well, all of us, to be frank. I'm scared. Are you?
Well, and it also takes a little bit of the air out of the building, too. Wario doesn't actually breathe air. Did you know that?
I'm not even gonna lie. I peed myself a little when he came out. He's a scary fella.
Those eyes. It might be safe to say that Wario has been Norded.
But here he is. One of the biggest stars in AHHW F. Our hardcore champion, Shaggy.
What?
New music, new duds, new title.
New swagger. I can't believe it. I would have never thought.
But that's our boy, our
Shaggy
same
coming out
champ.
with this kind of confidence.
I fucking love this. This is an entrance. Big fight field tonight in this elementary school gymnasium.
If you are just tuning in with us, we are just about to start our main event. Here we have the champion Shaggy taking on the monster in the middle of the ring with the ass that could destroy the world, Wario.
Losing big hardcore title on the line.
As always, whenever Shaggy competes, that title is up for grabs.
And you know this match has the potential to be a classic. Both of these men, two of the top competitors in our company today.
Shaggy's new entrance gets me more hyped than my own blood pumping could ever do.
I ate 3 bags of M&Ms before we started this show today, and I've got a sugar rush more than I could have anticipated just watching Shaggy's entrance.
Shaggy is so exciting that I have no idea what the fuck I just said was supposed to mean. That's what Shaggy does to us here in the commentary booth.
We realize
we're witnessing greatness.
We are all just astonished before this match even begins. There it is. That's what this is all for.
Introducing the challenger from
Thank you,
Brooklyn,
Wild House.
New
We
York.
hope you get back here before the
Weighing
end of the
in
match.
at
But otherwise, you can
500
always catch it at youtube.com/alienhappyhour.
Also, alienhappyhour.com.
Yeah, that's true.
And
I mean,
why would you
back to YouTube, but you can play it in the little window if you want it.
My question to any of our viewers, why do you feel you need to pay $9.99 a month when you get the best entertainment in wrestling for free here on Alien Happy Hour?
WWE Network Boost.
And unlike WWE, we give the fans what they want to see.
Which is Shaggy.
Alrighty.
Shaggy taking one last look at that title, handed it over to referee Brian, hoping that it will return to his hands following this competition.
Speaking of trust, the level of trust that we said Charmander has in Squirtle, that's the kind of trust that Shaggy has to have in himself. Shaggy is the bravest champion we have here because unlike even our great men's and women's world champions, they only defend their title about once a month. Shaggy defends it every week.
Yeah.
Shaggy has always prided himself on being a fighting champion.
And Shaggy it's clear that it's going to have to be a fight because Wario is really bringing it here. Whoa, that kick from Shaggy.
Wario can't even take him off his feet. Oh my god. Oh, Wario goes for a drop kick in the corner.
These two are going on it hot and heavy right off the bat.
This match started off at an 11.
And I'm getting word now from GM Fraser Crane that apparently Shaggy requested this is not a hardcore championship match. I guess the new Shaggy, new clean duds, looking to prove that they are not a gimmick wrestler.
I mean, that would be huge by them. This victory could set up a whole new path for Shaggy.
Shaggy giving pure wrestling a try in 2019, but that big headbutt from Wario knocking him down to the mat.
Oh. Wario trying to work over the back of Shaggy.
That powerful rear end.
You know what they say when you take out the back of a man?
With your butt. What do they say? What's the rest of what they say?
I don't know. Oh, huge clothesline.
You gotta look at the size of the arms on Wario and then really register in your brain the damage it would do. And look at the actual limbs on Wario.
My god, he is throwing Shaggy over the place. And the agility of this man.
The educated feet. It might be the only part of Wario that's educated, but it's going to count for a lot here.
For those educated feet, he could sure find himself some better shoes.
I think those shoes are actually giving Wario a tactical advantage.
Here with the single-leg Boston Crab. Shaggy able to work his way out of it. Well, the first time he's gotten Wario down on the mat this match.
Shaggy taking some time to celebrate with the fans that he's so happy to see back.
That was not a good idea. And Wario just wanting to annihilate that arm of Shaggy.
Yeah, Wario has seen that tonight has mostly been a night of people upsetting our champions, and he wants to add his name to that list.
What do we have here? Oh my god! Whoa. Huge inverted exploder suplex.
A big raggy flex.
Is he going to look to finish it already? I can't believe this.
Could this be
I
it?
can't believe
Here
this.
we go.
A scoop shasa!
The first scoop
He's
shot of
going for it.
2019.
Oh my God, Wario able to kick out of the scoop shasa.
Shaggy going up top. That's not something we see often out of
He may be too far away. I don't know if Shaggy can make it all the way over there.
Wario groggily getting to his curly feet.
Oh, the
Spinning
huge
wheel
wheel kick. Right off of the top turnbuckle, Wario able to turn the tide.
Oh,
and
look
now
at this smug
he's
bastard.
taunting the
Fortnite dancing in
audience.
front of our champion.
Clotheslines all over the place and then throwing that ass.
Throw that ass, Wario.
Throw that back to the locker room. We only like Shaggy here.
Can you believe that Shaggy is able to wrestle in that blazer?
Frankly, I'd be surprised if there's anything Shaggy can't do at this point. Those
And Shaggy
big
with
knees.
these grounded knees.
Showing Wario who's boss. Well, I mean, like, technically the boss is perfect frame, but...
Oh, Shaggy.
Again,
Taking
if
the
you're just,
turnbuckle off,
if you're
getting
just
a little
now tuning
hardcore in
in,
your
this
match.
is our main event. Shaggy putting his big loser title on the line against Wario. And we thank you so much for joining us here this evening.
You know, it's interesting. I'm starting to see a story develop here where Shaggy might have said earlier in the night that he wanted to try a match that was for the hardcore title, but not a hardcore match. But we see him, now that he's challenged by Wario, he's kind of going back to that old bag of hardcore tricks. He took the pad on the turnbuckle and he tried to leave the ring to go outside, but Wario just threw him back in over the top rope.
You see, I think it's just Shaggy. You know, he's you can't teach an old dog new tricks.
It might just be out of pure habit. Oh no! Oh no!
Oh my God, that ass!
How can Shaggy be expected to withstand that? Coworker Brian, for some reason, not counting the pin.
There he is.
I think coworker Brian was as confused by it as the rest of us.
It is unorthodox offense to say the least, but Wario might have something to complain to the referee about. You might have some
Here he
paperwork.
comes. Oh, war missiles!
Was that a big scoop shot on the side of the head? Oh no, it was an attack to the knee.
It seemed like
Wario
maybe
going
just
to
like
the
barely
floor.
connecting with that, just trying to throw Shaggy trying to throw his body at Wario, just trying to get anything done, avoiding that devastating blow from Wario.
Here he comes.
Oh
my God, Shag
Sasha.
Sasha.
Wario kicked out before the count of 1.
This
Wario
and
is a
Shaggy is
monster.
taking off another turnbuckle pad.
Do it, Shaggy. Cheat. Just
Shaggy-
retain your title. I don't
Shaggy
care how.
not a fan of the new turnbuckles here at AHHW F.
Whoa.
Don't know what that was. Oh, big jawbreaker by Wario.
And
The
Brian
referee looks like he's
distracted for a
trying
second.
to.
Brian's putting the pad back on the turnbuckle, very concerned for both the safety and the legality of the participants in this match. I gotta say, Ben, I've watched a lot of Shaggy matches, and Wario is maybe putting up the biggest fight Shaggy's ever encountered. The biggest other rival I can think of Shaggy having this much difficulty with was maybe Godzilla.
Shaggy able to kick out this onslaught
An
by
emphatic
Wario.
This is the most I've been worried about our favorite champion.
What a maneuver by the challenger.
Wario
Sending
has
Shaggy over the top
has a lot of strengths
and
that
back into the ring.
are going to be tough for anyone to beat. The sheer size, the power, the unorthodox, confusing offense.
What's this? Oh, alley-oop by Shaggy and Wario wisely rolling to the outside. Now what's Shaggy doing? You got to be kidding me. Oh my God!
Another one of those giant spinning heel kicks on the top right, but this time to the outside. Shaggy means business in 2019.
Wario thrown back into the ring. I know Shaggy's comfortable on the outside, but like you said, this
Here
is
we go, Raggy Flex.
another Raggy Plex. Like you had said earlier, this is a there are disqualifications. Non-DQ.
Will the Raggy Plex be able to finish this new challenger? No.
He's
Shaggy's
gonna have to
upset
go for
about
another
that.
Shag Shasha.
Shaggy developed that Raggy Plex as a new move that he thought could,
Here we go.
A third scoop shot.
this could be it for Wario.
Oh my God!
And Shaggy quickly to his feet, just not letting up.
This is where we really have to recognize what Wario has done here tonight so far. In that it's normal for people to take a couple of scoop shots before they go down. Wario survived 3.
Yeah. And for everyone at home, drinking any time that Shaggy takes off a turnbuckle pad,
Wario devastatingly throwing Shaggy to the outside.
Wario using those steps that Shaggy is oh so familiar with.
Those women's division steps. Shaggy trades his face.
Oh my God! A low blow while the referee was distracted. I cannot believe it.
You know, this is creating an interesting narrative here in that we all know and love Shaggy, and in those hardcore matches, we love to see him use weapons and the ring, the environment to his advantage, but
this is just a regular match.
It makes you question, does Shaggy have what it takes outside of the hardcore environment? Because we're seeing here that he doesn't seem to feel he can win this match without cheating.
I don't know. I'm beginning to question it myself. And here we go. Another Raggy Plex. That is the third one of the match. And when we see another Scoop Shasha.
This is the least confident we've ever seen Shaggy in AHHW F.
Yeah,
Wario is bringing something different out of him.
It's got to be the clothes, right?
Yeah, maybe Shaggy's realizing this just isn't him, this new look that he came in with. Maybe he's not doing it himself.
Yeah, maybe the old mantra of New Year, New Me, not a good idea for Shaggy.
Yeah, New Year, same me might have been a wiser strategy.
Wario shooting the half.
Shaggy surviving. And it's Shaggy's benefit that coworker Brian's been putting those turnbuckle pads back on.
Another!
Scoop Shasha.
Here we go!
It has to be it. 3, there we go. And still your losing big hardcore champion, Shaggy Shirky Rogers. That was a hell of a match, and it raises some interesting questions about what the new year is going to look like for our hardcore champion.
This whole night raises some interesting questions about what could happen in AHHWF.
That is absolutely true.
What a match, what a show we had here tonight. What a great beginning to the new year.
I'm really excited to see what directions this company goes in this new return season.
And that was, that replay there too. That could have been Wario as our new champion if Brian wasn't distracted by putting a turnbuckle pad back on.
That's true. We might be hearing some words from Wario about that when he goes back and watches that tape.
And here we are.
Here is
Shaggy,
your winner, and
still
rated R Hardcore Champion, S. Rogers.
Our hero, S. Rogers. On a night where multiple champions were bested, Shaggy did not let that happen to him. Well, we'll all have to come back here next week to find out what's going to happen now that Mr. Clean beat Weird Al. Now that there's going to be a Money in the Bank briefcase in the women's division that Judy Hopps will have to keep her eye on. That the Mario Bros have teamed back up again and defeated the champions Love Type Connection. And that Shaggy has found the greatest competitor he's ever met in Wario.
Yeah. Tune in next week. Same AHHWF time. Same AHHWF channel. Drive home safely.
Be sure to tip your waitresses.
And everybody's catchphrases at the end of the show.